Hi everyone, it's me, Traveler Lily. Sorry, I kind of butchered that. Here with another book review. Um, Basically, if you haven't seen my book haul a few days ago, then you probably aren't aware that I got a new book series called the Selection Series. I mean, I have book one in my hand right now. The rest of the books are like up there, like right here. If I'm pointing to it here. But anyway, yeah, if you haven't watched that, then, like I said, you're probably aware that I got the second series, and, that I also changed my channel name, which was Callie Alden, to Traveler Lily, so make sure to check that out. Yeah, just check that out, if, in case you haven't watched my book haul and update video, so I would highly recommend watching that first before, coming here. So yeah, I will explain what the book is about for people who decide not to watch my book haul video and come straight to this one. So don't worry, I will explain it for people who don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Got distracted. Anyway, I will explain what the book is about and stuff. I will read the summary first of this, which is probably going to spoil a lot of the book, but it helps do a quicker version of people who decide to skip the book haul video and come straight to this one. So let me read the summary real quick, which is on the back here, and then I'll go into more further detail of what the first book of the Selection series is about. Oh, yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, the Selection series is a 5-book series by Kiara Cass. So, yeah, I will now read the summary. For 35 girls, the selection is the chance of a lifetime. The opportunity to be swept up in a world of glittering gowns and priceless jewels. To live in a palace and compete for the heart of gorgeous Prince Maxon. But for America's Singer, being selected is a nightmare. It means turning her back on her secret love with Ace Pin, who is a caste below her, and leaving her home to enter a fierce competition for a crown she doesn't want. Then America meets Prince Maxon. Gradually, she begins to realize that the life she's always dreamed of may not compare to a future she never imagined. Okay, so that was basically the quick summary of it, of what this book I'm going to be talking about is. So, basically what this book is about, like I said just a few moments ago, is about a girl named America Singer, who's 16 years old, when she's first introduced. And so basically she lives in a world where, there's 8 different castes. And the reason why there's 8 different castes and stuff like that, it's because, society in our human world, basically after 300 years, after I think the Third World War in the United States took place, the 8 different castes were created. And so basically, it goes from caste 1 to 8, and caste 1 being basically the royal family, the monarchy, and then caste 8 being, basically, the really poor people, poor and kind of homeless people, I would say. I mean, it's basically what it is. And then it kind of depends, on your caste. I'm gonna explain what your castes are, so it kind of makes more sense. Basically, for each caste, they have, different jobs, and, different, statuses, based upon, what caste. It's kind of our society where we have first class. First class being really wealthy people. Per se, I don't know, like the president. I guess that's first class, and then middle class, which is like business people, like people who run shops and all that, and then the low class, which, like I said, is the homeless. The people below the poverty line. That sort of thing. Except it's kind of like that, except it's like different, like, jobs, like, say, Cast 5, are musicians. And so, anyway, America's Singer basically is a Cast 5, which I said is a musician. So, she basically, she plays instruments and sings. And so, anyway, like the somebody said, it basically, she basically is dating some, basically Ace Pin, who's a Cast 6. And, in this society, anyone below, 4 or below, are kind of struggling for money, more or less, to survive, because, they're kind of, like, close to the poverty line, they're struggling for food and money, and they, it's, like, not good. And so, basically, at the beginning of this book, sorry guys, I know this is really unprofessional, but, so, basically, it starts off with, America and her family, getting a notice letter, of, America, her being, selected for the selection. And the selection is basically where 35 girls are chosen to be selected to become the potential future queen of the entire, like, country. And, basically what it is like, if you have, like, a son or a daughter, you basically, have them select 35 people, out of, like, 8 different casts, and they then the, Prince or Princess tries to narrow it down to, at least 10 different girls, which are called the Elite, which so happens to be the next book title. It's called The Elite, but anyway, so he tries to narrow it down, and so basically, all the girls who are selected are trying to compete against each other, and there's, like, a certain amount of rules and stuff like they have to follow, and all that. And so anyway, I know I'm kind of rambling about the beginning. So anyway, America, basically, like I said, is secretly dating a person who's cast lower than she is, and her family does not know about it. Like, they don't know that she's dating Ace Pin, who they've known for years, and they don't know that. And so basically, they're madly in love with each other, and it's like, it's like, America, like, I want to be with you and all that. And it's like, it's like really hard, because it's like Ace Pin knows that he wants to provide for her, but she's always providing for him, and he wants her to have a better life. And so anyway, he basically convinces her to at least try to enter it. And so her mom basically convinces her as well to enter it. So basically, she sends in an application for it, and then basically she doesn't want to enter it, but then she's surprised that she got selected to be entered in it. So then basically it's like, I think it was like, I don't know, the day before, whatever, that before she entered it, that her boyfriend breaks up with her, and like they get into this really bad argument. It's like really bad. And so so basically America and her boyfriend break up, and then of course she goes off to where the monarchy lives, and of course her ex-boyfriend wanted her to stay, but I don't know, it gets really complicated. within the book. And so basically she goes and, you know, she meets like a whole bunch of people from different casts, and of course there's like twos, threes, fours, and like and she's like one out of like 3 fives that got selected. And so yeah, that's like a lot of pressure, especially for her because she's not used to, you know, being around a really big crowd of people and all that. And she's, you know, yeah, she's kind of like really shy, and she's kind of like antisocial in a way, I guess. But she speaks her mind. She's like really straightforward, and she doesn't exactly beat around the bush, you know. So anyway, yeah, she arrives there, and people are already loving her, along with like, you know, a few other people who are already, you know, being well liked and all that. And so, anyway, yeah, there are like definitely a few girls who do not like her, and so they, you know, get them ready. They, you know, basically, you know, have them get sent to like their rooms and everything, and there's like blah blah blah. There's a bunch of like, there's like a lot of stuff that gets like, that they have to follow. There's like a lot of stuff they have to follow and everything. It's like a lot. Like they have to like learn how to be a princess, and like they have to, you know, it's like a lot. Like it's basically like, I don't know. It's basically like a training academy or something of sorts, I guess, at the castle where they have to be trained to be a princess, and basically the prince has to like select the girls that will impress him, and the girls that don't impress him or anything, they get sent back. But they do get made off to people who want them and everything. So it's like, yeah. So anyway, yeah, she does meet a girl named Marley, who basically has a big secret, and like, which, oh no, I think it gets, oh no, it's going to probably get explained later in the series, but anyway, yeah, Marley and America become great friends, and of course, you know, they become really close, and so anyway, she eventually meets the prince, like, on her first night, and she yells at him, and she, like, just, like, totally, like, speaks her mind, and, like, yeah, it's kind of funny, in a way, because she's not mean to yell at him or anything, so it's, like, really funny. So, anyway, yeah, like, it's over the, like, basically, this book kind of takes place over the course of, like, the selection series, and, like, her thoughts and everything, and it kind of goes into explaining the rebels, which are people who don't like the royal family, and they try to, like, you know, I don't know, change the system, whatever. I mean, they kind of do explain that there are North rebels and South rebels, and the goal, as of this point, hasn't exactly been explained, but it seems like they don't like the royal they don't like the monarchy or anything, so it basically, I don't know, gets a little explained, and so basically, yeah, it's kind of like, in a way, like the Hunger Games, I guess. We have like different like districts, you know, like District 1, District 2, District 3, etc. Except it's with castes, and there's a you know, of course there's like a monarchy, like by Rizzo, the President Snow and all that. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of like that, except without the death. I mean, I guess there is death and stuff like that in it and stuff like that, but it's like not as bad as probably the Hunger Games. But it does take place in the future, just like Hunger Games and stuff, and there are like many different changes in the world that basically have come across the last like 100 years or so. So it's like, yeah. And so anyway, yeah, America basically, of course, goes through like the motions of like what the selection is and everything, and all that. And so basically, what happens is that like it was like near the end of the book. It was like halfway near the end of the book, whatever, that her ex-boyfriend Acepin shows up because he's now a guard there, because basically if you're like, I don't know, at a certain age or whatever, like age 19, you get drafted to be a soldier at the royal palace. And so basically that's what happened to her ex-boyfriend, that he got drafted and he was trained to be a soldier at the palace. So now he's there, and it's like he still loves her, and he wanted to break up with her, but it's like this whole like, oh yeah, I want this better life for you type thing and all that. But she basically is starting to love the prince. Like she's starting to get these, these loving and caring feelings for the prince. But at the same time, she still loves her ex-boyfriend. And so at the end of the book, what happens is that she decides that she needs to figure out where her heart truly lies. Is it with the prince or with her ex-boyfriend? And that's kind of what the main, I guess, in a way, the main focus of the next book is going to be, is what is basically what she's wanting, what she's wanting to do and all that. And so, yeah, so basically that's where it ends off, is that she decides that she needs to decide what she wants. So that's what it is. And it just ends with her being one of the 6 girls being chosen to be part of the elite, because originally there was supposed to be 10, but he decided not to choose 10. The princess decided not to choose 10 and only choose 6, so she's part of the 6 girls that get to stay in the selection. So now she has to either, I don't know, win the crown or go. So like, I don't know. It's like a lot of stuff that goes on, and it's like there's like a little bit of love triangle now going on with her, and like she's trying, and there's like a girl named Celeste who was like a 2 or whatever, and she's I guess lack of a better word is a brat. I mean, I could say she a bad word about her, but it's like, no, I don't want to do that, just in case a little kid happens to be watching this. I don't want to get in trouble for saying, a bad word about a character, but a character named Celeste is a bit of a brat to everyone around her, and like there's no evidence, and it's like, yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that goes on, and it's a really good book and everything, and it definitely focuses on like all the problems in their like society now, like after like many years of like what's been going on and stuff. Like there's like a lot of bombs that go on, like hunger and like the education and stuff like that. It's like really corrupt in a way, and so basically America brings that up to the prince at some point in the book, and he wants to deal with it. So it's like, yeah. So basically, it's a pretty good book. It definitely focuses, I think, on what the selection is. It definitely does a good job at explaining what certain stuff are and everything, and all that. And it definitely does a good job at explaining like certain characters and what they are, and definitely some of the main characters that did stick around and everything, like Celeste. It definitely does a good job explaining, that and what their flaws are and what they're good at and everything. It definitely does a good job at doing that, I would say. And it definitely does a good job at developing America's character, because like she goes from like this girl who is like timid and shy, and she kind of not like timid and shy, but she's like slightly shy, but like to the point where it's like she speaks her mind kind of, but she knows how to hold her tongue and everything like that. And so it's like, yeah, it definitely I think shows the awkwardness of big teenagers and what kind of pressures they have to deal with, depending on like what caste they are and everything. And definitely I think does that very well, I think, because like usually you don't really find a lot of that. Usually in books and stuff, you usually find like the perfect like hero, in a story, and it's like, dude, like explain some of the flaws. And I really like about this book is because it definitely explains some of the flaws and what they haven't done before and what they, get, developed in and all that. It's like really good at doing that, I think. And it, like in this book too, it definitely describes some of like what happened within like the last 300 years since like World War III, which I like because it definitely gives you insight of what happened over the course of that. I think compared to like Hunger Games, like I've not read like the last book or anything, so I don't know. I mean, I read the first two, but anyway, yeah. Like the Hunger Games, I don't think ever explained how the districts ever came into being districts or anything like that. I don't think. I think they did in a video in the first book. I don't know. I think they explained it, but I don't think they explained it into like full depth of how like it became that. You know, that in particular, like the districts and all that. I don't think it really went into that. But anyway, yeah, I really liked this book. A lot. I definitely did not like Ace Pin that very much. I don't know. I just didn't really, I don't know. Like he kind of, like, you kind of get to know him, like, in, like, that regard. But it's, like, at the same time, it's, like, he comes in near the end of the book, too, saying, oh, yeah, I like saying he loves America and everything. It's like, okay, you know a little bit about his backstory, but, you know, like with his friend and everything, it's like, okay. It's like, you don't really know much about him. I mean, you kind of get used to his character for a while, and then it's like, oh, you kind of don't like him, because he kind of like, I don't know, he insists that America tries the selection, but then, like, flips out that he can provide for her, and it's like, what? It's like, you think, okay, you think, okay, you're the one that insisted on her entering it, you know, and stuff, like, why are you flipping out about it, that you can't support her, even though she makes more money than you do, and she's trying to support you, and it's like, okay, you have way too much pride there, buddy. It's like, dude, you do not need that much pride to admit that, for once, a woman can take care of you. It's like, dude, let her take care of you. It's like, if she wants to take care of you, let her. It's like, dude, I mean, I guess in a way, I guess it's understandable, because he wants to be able to, like, support her, like, in some way and all that, but at the same time, it's like, she's willing to sacrifice her moving up in the cast to be with you, dude. And it's like, really? Like, wow. She's willing to sacrifice a better life chance than, like, you know, live it. It's like, okay, dude. It's like, but she does, you know, enter the selection, like I said, and as you can tell by the cover, she, enters it and all that. So, yeah, I liked it. That was, like, my one gripe about that. Like, it's like, okay. But anyway, yeah, really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend you check this book series out. It's called the Selection Series, by Kiera Cass. So definitely check this book out if you want to. Yeah, okay. You could probably see that close just in case you want to, like, pause it and, like, write the name down or whatever. But anyway, yeah, if you want to check it out, feel free to do so. And I will probably see you guys next time with the next book review on the second book of this awesome series. And I'll probably, you know, have a more better script of what I want to say. So, sorry if I sounded like I was rambling on and on, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, managed to finish this in a few days, so yeah, it's a pretty good book. Go ahead, read it. Put a like on the video if you liked watching this, or comment down below if you want to, you know, leave a comment. You know, I mean, hey, it's up to you, right? And if you're already reading this book and you finished it, like I did, please let me know what you guys thought of it, you know, and leave your thoughts down below. I guess is what most people would say. I'm not really good at putting to people, as you might know. So anyway, yeah, please leave a comment down below or leave a like. So yeah, that's I guess about it. for this book review. So I guess I will see you guys next time. So see you later. Bye.